Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Tangle Tower. A young woman has been seemingly murdered by a character in a painting, so Detective Grimoire and his plucky assistant Sally are called to investigate. What will they use to solve this bizarre mystery? Puzzle solving and lateral thinking, of course! Let's keep going. So last time, I kind of figured out a couple of things. One is that we're in a new area. So see, we haven't been here before, and we got there through a super secret entrance in the fish tank thingy. And I think I figured out that Hawkshaw, the other investigator, who she would not say who commissioned her to do this, not commissioned, I guess hired. I think that it's Professor Pointer, and I think that he, based on how squirrely she was when we brought up the golden beetle, I think that he hired her to find the golden beetle so he could have an endless supply of money. What's this?
It's a wooden pinboard.
Sure is.
Hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Ooh. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. That's curious. Yeah, we can't read exactly... Curious. All right. What else can we look at here? What's this?
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really strange. Okay, I think, are these people we know? I think they are. A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the bottom of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." Oh, Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. That's curious. The photo shows 2 women, 3 men wearing various styles of clothing. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black ink. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what it means.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Okay. What's this?
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Thanks, Sherlock.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Ooh. Several pages were ripped out, but a few remained. 5th ambassador located. Finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works. Perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved. But I know. It's time. Okay, I don't know what that means. What else do we have around here?
Is that a crab?
Looks like a very big one.
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Weird.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
What am I doing?
Grimoire,
Uh-oh.
don't you think it looks familiar?
No. The limbs of each can be rotated and claws can be opened or closed. Oh,
This crab really reminds me of something.
what?
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
More recently? Hold on. What would it remind us of? I'm looking for something that's a crab. I don't see it. Did we have a crab in a book we looked at? Bird book. I don't think it was there. This? No, that's not it. Something more recent? Help me. Oh, no, no. We don't want that yet.
Dragon?
Uh-oh.
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Really? What, WYRM is a thing? That's strange. What's this?
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
On the inside? Wait, what's this?
It's a wooden pinboard.
Oh, that's,
Hung up on
Looks
No,
like
no,
there's
no.
a couple of things missing from it.
I know. I didn't want to do that.
a wooden stool.
Hmm.
Crumpled up paper.
Is
Yeah,
there any
yeah.
It smells
Hmm.
like
What else do we have?
bookcase.
What a surprise.
Is it?
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Curious.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there. Those aren't bird cages.
What are they?
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
Hooray.
Surely that's a good thing.
Oh, that's true. I thought about that. I thought that crab looked familiar. Take a look at that. So I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. And I think we have to make the crab on the wall look like the crab in the children's book. Okay,
Is that a crab?
it is.
It's got a translucent.
Also, crabs.
Let's go. Let's see. Yep. Like there. This opens. This is like that. I think that's it.
I guess that's wrong.
Is it?
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
I don't think it's, well, it's not, that's, okay, that's not decidedly not what it looked like, but, oh, this is up. Hold it. I had it right before. Stop it. This is up. Oh, this is up too. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Stupid thing. This is up like that, and this is out like that, like a 90 degrees. And this is closer to like 45, I think. And then this is up and closed. That's it.
Perfect.
Nice. Glad I took that screenshot. What the sklug is that?
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Clearly. It's a crossbow. Huh.
What is it?
It's a crossbow. I mean, it's... What do you mean, what is it? Okay. I think now we can... let's see.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind
I
of
didn't mean
black
that.
ink.
Wait.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
No, I mean, something I just realized.
What?
Sally.
Yeah?
Did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy.
It does, yeah.
But her style is way different.
Yeah.
And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
I thought so too.
Now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Oh! I don't know what that means.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know. But it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
I think we found him already.
We found them already.
Okay, let's see. This is where where is that thing? This? The real thing? Yep. Boop.
I think that might attach the crossbow.
Yep.
But not this part of the crossbow.
Oh. Wait, really? Okay, well, we also have two. Metal rod?
I think that might attach, but not
Doggone it.
this part of the crossbow.
So let me think. If we go back to one. Oh, yep, that's it. Okay. Oh, the real thing's down here. Got it. Because it screws in at the top. Okay, got it. And then the arrow thing goes here.
We need something that could attach to the crossbow.
What do you mean? Like this? Oh, wait. What? What would it be? Wouldn't it be the metal rod? I guess it's weird it didn't work before. Okay. I think we're done. Sweet.
What do you make of it?
It's a crossbow.
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder
That's what I thought.
weapon. That doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
It's curious. Okay, is there anything else we need to do here? Okay, I think... Is there anything else we need to do? I think we can... Maybe go down?
That's how we got in. It leads down into the
Oh.
hall.
Doesn't look like there's any other way to get in or out.
Is there any place we can go? Is there anything we need to do? I don't see anything. Oh, that's funny. That's really cool how it does that. Okay, so I think we need to solve another mystery. I think we could try to solve this case now. I think we're really close to it. Let's see. We have one thing left to talk to her about, and it's not filled in. Back with band. What am I missing?
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Yeah, that's fair. This?
An incinerator built into
Oh,
the wall.
okay.
It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes.
That was it.
But yeah, there's something.
Burnt items. Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Along the ashes are several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric are still visible. Somebody burnt the feather. Curious. There we go.
Someone's been using this room.
Yep. That's the one we were missing. Whew.
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was laid out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard.
Yeah.
Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
Wait.
It's a shame that
Holy crap. That... Oh my gosh.
setting would make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Okay, before we do this, I just looked at those when they showed the close-up of the board. Those drawings of that person in the bottom right, that's the other investigator, like Hacksmith, whatever her name is. That's interesting. Yeah, look, see? That's 100% her. Let's see, what goes here? Sure. Let's see. I don't... Maybe the crossbow?
That doesn't seem right.
Great.
We need something that could attach to the pinboard.
Oh, I see. Something that could attach to the pinboard. Gold needle?
That's not right.
I got it.
Something that's been taped at the top, with lines drawn on top of it.
Oh, okay. Somebody's taped to the top with lines drawn on top of it? Not that. What's taped? Not the building plans. I don't think that's not the secret research, not that. It's not the open letter. It's not that. None of those have tape. I don't think it's that. We said it's not that. It's not the ripped photo. Not that. I don't think it's this.
That's not right.
I know.
Something that's been taped at
Yes, I know. I know.
lines.
We need some. Okay, we need. Here we go. The photo of the painting of Freya's abstract painting. That's curious. Holy crap! Is that what's her name? That's the investigator. Oh my gosh! All right, let's do this one. Let's see.
That's definitely the right kind of paper, but none of the pages match up to what's on the pinboard.
Okay, so it's the right kind of paper, but it's not. None of the pages match up. This one does. Yep. Okay.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting.
Yep.
But it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Yep.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Right. We need to figure it out. Well, I did all these, right?
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
Right. We know that.
The way the notebook was left out on the table.
Right. Okay. Why did that pop up? That's weird. Okay, here we go. This game is really weird sometimes. It has some really funky design mechanics. The murder. Continue. Okay, there we go.
Solve this.
Yeah. Boop. Machinations of murder.
All right. Break out the notebook.
Yep.
Time to put it all together.
Yep.
Let's start with this.
Mhm.
It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound.
It does.
It's the murder weapon.
Right.
I'm sure of it.
Me too.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Yes.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden.
Yep.
I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
I agree.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow.
Mhm.
Where was it fired from?
Let's see. It was fired from behind Freya. It was fired from in front. I think it was fired from above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Yeah.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We found part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back.
Oh, right.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing.
She had to be lying on her back. Freya was never hit by the arrow. Freya was already lying on her back. She had to be already lying on her back.
Already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
Yeah. She was relaxed, and she'd already been killed. I'm going to say she fell unconscious.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Paint fumes on the floor. It's got to be the gramophone because it's got that weird crack in it.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
The music was being played, the gramophone emits poison. No, there was something in there.
There was something in the gramophone.
Yep.
Something small.
And golden? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was supposed to select this. Where is, let's see. Golden beetle. Boop.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No. I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
Right.
I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room?
Yep.
The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident.
Indeed.
It's someone's science experiment.
Yep.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
So we know that Freya's paints were damaged.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself.
Yep.
They all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration.
It is.
Enough to crack metal.
Mm-hmm.
Enough to knock someone out all
Yep.
the way across a room.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it.
The earmuffs.
Much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
That's why we found the earmuffs. They protected themselves.
They protected themselves.
Yep.
How?
Where's the statue? Yep, the loot statue with the earmuffs.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait.
Yes.
They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Yes.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
Yep.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8.
Presumably.
Door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What's that?
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Let's do it. I love this map and the way they move around. It's so cool. Flora's Tower. Nighttime? Nobody's here? All right, let's take a look at some stuff.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Freya was unable to finish the painting. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take a look at the...
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Let's see. Look! The only color that hasn't been used at all is yellow. Yep. The missing clue.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here.
Mm-hmm.
The thing we didn't find.
Yep.
We know she was holding it during the painting.
Uh-huh.
Flora's ink dip feather?
Yes.
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else.
We found it somewhere else.
And we know what that is. The burnt items.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how?
I guess.
How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
The final clue.
Indeed.
The crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
I think it's in the unfinished paint. We know it's not these.
It's in the unfinished painting.
Right, and I think that it's...
Quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder.
Right.
If only she'd finished it.
And it's this.
Totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Right.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
Yep. Let's see. I think it's the brush and palette. Yeah, because look, that yellow is untouched. I think that's the key.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Let's do it. Okay. Yep, the yellow paint. Let's see what we have here. What's going to be used to paint this. The sketch of something sitting in the window.
Yellow paint was going to be used to paint
Yeah.
a sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
Let's see. What am I selecting here? Oh! That's it.
There she is.
Yep.
Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did,
Aha.
but she's a very good listener.
Yeah.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't know.
Oh.
But before we begin...
So it's a costume.
Formality demanding our attention.
Yep, pair of hands. What do we have? What's the real thingy? Yep. Even though technically we already put this back together, that's fine.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Let's see. Justice for Freya, one help for your friends. Justice for Freya.
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny?
Yeah.
What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy.
Okay.
The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
Oh. I did not expect that.
I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
Good point.
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She's a mystery, she's lonely, she's a murderer. She's a mystery.
Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Nope.
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing?
Yeah, no kidding.
Not a you thing?
Yep.
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
Okay, but that's, again.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
I did.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
Indeed.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Okay.
My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose.
Yeah.
And her brother, Richard.
Oh, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
Wait, Richard?
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them.
Oh.
I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Point.
Well, why didn't you leave?
I thought there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
Perhaps they just felt it was too dysfunctional to hang around.
What do you do about it?
Nothing I could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study.
The study.
Yep.
The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot.
Oh.
Hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up.
Huh.
I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
Yeah.
Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
No. What?
As I expected. After all, their connection to the Freya case is minimal, at least at the surface.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term, from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids?
That's what I was just going to say.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happens...
Isn't that what people say about cryptids?
Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while creating all new ones.
Right. Yep.
That's not it.
Doggone it. Group photo.
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
Yep.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose.
They probably left because it was dysfunctional.
In fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters.
okay.
All five, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
The lowly entomologist.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood.
Right.
It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
Gold beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorized that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought
That's
that
weird.
I would be in contact with such a person. All that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea.
Oh, you called him. Oh, got it. Got it.
Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though?
That's pretty thorough. I missed that part of it.
All that. The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold.
Oh.
But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
Aha.
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique?
No.
Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly.
Got it. That's the thing we went down to. Okay.
And as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
Oh.
So why isn't this the end of the story?
Yeah.
Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Yep. Ooh. The Will of Freya Fellow.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yes, I did. I figured it out. Where is it? This. I already figured that out. Because look, it looks like Hawkshaw.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
It wasn't that hard.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles.
Sure,
She
who
has
doesn't?
a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world,
Oh, okay. Yep.
would compromise all three families.
Sure.
And perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors.
Oh.
What you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Oh,
Freya
gosh.
made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less.
Hmm?
She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya.
Huh.
It was for Flora.
Wait, why?
She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough.
Oh, I see.
I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Oh, okay. That's
My
weird.
knife. The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially.
Maybe.
Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Oh, dear. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Lake's Edge. Huh?
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
No.
My head hurts. What happened to us?
Stupid beetle.
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
Why are we down here?
We're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here?
Yeah.
What happened to Penny?
Fit saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Oh, okay.
Fitz did not want to believe us because he liked Penny a lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What?
Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room. But by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Where?
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
Holy crap.
It's still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Good. She really shouldn't have that kind of power.
What are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again.
Good call.
I think that's what she would have wanted.
Yep. Wow. And that was it. What a absolutely marvelous game. Tangle Tower, done by SFB Games out of the UK. This is I think this is the second or third a game in this series, and boy, was this fun. I actually haven't played a mystery in a long time, and I really, really enjoyed this. This was top-notch, absolutely fantastic. Really, really challenging, and a decent length. I don't think it was too expensive. I think I spent maybe $12, $15 somewhere on Steam for probably about 7 hours worth of gameplay, which is maybe a little bit less, maybe 6, but 100% worth it. This was such a great game. Yeah, by SFB Games. That's them. This was just fantastic. So great and challenging. Twist at the end of it. Hey, look at you. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm not doing anything. It's just, yeah, there we go. Slow fade to black. Wow. Oh, art gallery. Yeah, let's take a look at that before we wrap this up. Oh, nice. It's really, really showing their concept art. Very cool. Oops. Let's see. We have Sally. Oh, really cool. I'm not going to go through all these. I just want to go through the ones I think are the most interesting. Oh, that's it. Look at that. That's cool. It's interesting how he morphed into what he was. Locations. Oh, I love this stuff. I could spend 10 minutes on this. I'm not going to, but we're just going to take a look around and see if there's something that was particularly interesting. Rooftop garden, I think, would be... Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Let's see. Oh, they have this photo together. They show how it was ripped. Oh, they specifically showing how it was ripped. That's cool. Some like more general concepts. That pretty much would remain the same. Oh my gosh. Listen, thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Tangle Tower. An absolutely fantastic game. If you want a great mystery, it's super fun, great voice acting, pick it up. It's absolutely worth it. So much fun. Well, thanks again. I'll see you next time for a brand new game. See you next time.